I gave birth to my son, my was huge. And the reason why my was so huge, because I almost gained 20, and you already know my already have some ass shots. So my was already huge as like putting that baby weight on my body plus them shots.
Okay, hold on tight because this drama is so messy, it's practically dripping glitter and shame. Stefon Diggs just did the unthinkable. He dropped Cardi B like last season's Fashion Nova line, and get this, the streets are saying it's because her BBL is giving more stank than snatched. Chilly. Welcome to the scandal that no amount of air freshener could fix. Word on the internet, Curb, is that Stefon finally got tired of playing the PR boyfriend role, covering up whispers about Cardi's body for way too long. After her viral Coachella flop, where folks couldn't stop pointing out how odd her body looked, it was like someone lit a fuse under this mess, and boom. Suddenly Stefon's back with his ex? Yep, just like that. And before y'all come screaming body shaming, hold up. We're not here to slam anyone's looks, but when there's talk about a stank BBL, girl, that's a different level of shady. Apparently, fans have been talking about Cardi's botched body work for years, and now that Stefon is allegedly done, over it, exhausted, and out. This whole thing, beyond embarrassing. It's messy, it's wild, and honestly, it's giving musty. Let's unpack the chaos, shall we? So let's rewind. Cardi B's body has always been a hot topic, and to be fair, she's never really denied it. In fact, she's owned it. She's been open about the work she's gotten done, practically making her cosmetic journey part of her brand. Some fans have cheered her on, saying even if it's fake, she's still that girl. But others, not so much. They've said it's starting to look botched, overdone, like it's tipping into the uncanny valley. Then came Coachella. Whew, when a certain picture of her hit the web, the internet lost it, and not in a good way. Cardi tried to claim the photo was edited, maybe photoshopped, but sis, Getty doesn't do edits. What you see is what you get, and what fans got had them talking loudly. So, in true Cardi fashion, she clapped back hard. She dropped a new pic of herself looking snatched AF, but fans weren't having it. They accused her of photoshopping that one too. Ooh. They were zooming, analyzing, dragging. And it got to Cardi, she snapped at fans, calling them ugly and broke. Classic Cardi. But it was clear she was rattled.
It's always you stupid, weak ass bitches. It's never the bad bitches. It's never the bad bitches. You know what it is? It's never the bad bitches, and it's never the trans bitches. The cunt trans fucks with it. The cunt trans always fucks with it. The bad fucks with it. The niggas with the money fucks with it. It's always you bad bill, angry, jealous bitches, and it's always you funky, ugly country butch queens that don't got no style. Cause the butch queens that get it, but the poor ones always talking shit.
And just when we thought it couldn't get more humiliating, boom, the rumors escalated into something foul, like literally foul. Whispers started swirling that her BBL wasn't just looking bad, it was smelling bad. Yes, you read that right. Word is, Stefon couldn't handle the alleged odor and straight up left her, like abandoned ship, and ran into the arms of his ex, who, by the way, wasted no time flexing their reunion all over social media. Sis posted photos of her and Stefon hugged up like they never missed a beat. She even shared messages between them that made it pretty obvious they had still been in contact the entire time. Fans were quick to speculate, was Cardi just a side detour? Was the ex always in the picture? And get this, the ex wasn't subtle either. She shaded Cardi hard, saying, I don't post him. I be with him in real life, and we be doing it raw, baby. This wasn't shade, this was a full eclipse. Now look, we're not saying we believe everything the streets are saying, but if this is true, whew, it's beyond messy. And Cardi's past with plastic surgery makes it not so unbelievable. Hollywood and plastic surgery go together like influencers and PR disasters. It's practically the norm. But most celebs will swear on oat milk and kale smoothies that their glow up is just from contour and hydration. Glow. Please. What made Cardi different, at least for a while, was her honesty. She was real about her procedures. She told the world what she had done and warned others to think twice before jumping under the knife. She owned it. That transparency earned her a lot of respect. But now, people are wondering if she's gone too far. Her body has been changing again. Fans are noticing. Her look has started to shift in a way that doesn't feel subtle or natural anymore. And longtime fans remember, this all stems from how Cardi grew up. Where Cardi came from, the ideal body type was thick. We're talking curves, booty, chest, the full Coke bottle. Cardi was skinny. And in her neighborhood, that wasn't celebrated. It was mocked. She's talked about how she got teased, made fun of, even bullied for being small. It crushed her confidence and made her feel like she wasn't beautiful, like something was wrong with her.
You come from nationalities that like they praise thick girls, that they praise thighs, they praise all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard to just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk around my flat. No, some of y'all happy with it, and that's great, but that just wasn't me when I was young. So
then came the clubs. Stripping at first didn't help. She still felt like an outsider, too skinny, not curvy enough for that world. And let's be honest, in strip clubs, curves are currency. So Cardi, still battling that insecurity, eventually saved up and got her first procedure, a boob job, at just 18 years old. That changed everything, at least for a little while. She felt empowered, finally seeing something in the mirror that made her feel confident. But if you know anything about cosmetic work, it never ends at once. Once Cardi got that taste of transformation, it was over. She was hooked. But y'all, we're just getting started. That first surgery was just the beginning of a long, addictive journey. Even though she got that initial confidence boost, Cardi still found herself making way less money than the other girls in the club with the right curves. Her butt was still flat. And in the world she was hustling in, that meant fewer tips, less attention, and more insecurity. And that's where things took a scary turn.
when I was a dancer and everything, like, I had the titties, I had the bomb tattoos, I had a six-pack, I could do a whole split, everything, but not split, but I could do crazy pole tricks, all that shit. But I was missing some.
And around that same time, Cardi was dealing with a messy breakup. Her boyfriend was cheating on her, and guess what? The other girl had a big booty. That was all it took to push Cardi over the edge. She convinced herself that if she just had more curves, maybe he would have stayed. Maybe she wouldn't have been cheated on. But back then, Cardi didn't have access to top-tier licensed surgeons. She was just a broke 20-year-old trying to survive in New York, and because she was so thin, she didn't even have enough body fat for a real BBL, so instead of going the safe route, she made a decision that could have cost her life. She paid $800, 0 cents, to a woman named Donna Francis for illegal silicone injections, yes, illegal, in her butt and thighs. That name should chill your spine because Donna Francis is infamous. One of her clients died from her shady backroom procedures. It exploded into a national case. She eventually got arrested and sent to prison. This wasn't some back alley rumor. It was real and dangerous. Cardi was lucky to survive, but it came at a painful cost. In an interview with GQ, Cardi opened up about it. She said there was no numbing, no prep, just straight pain. I felt like I was going to pass out, she admitted. I felt dizzy and it leaked for like 5 days. That horrifying experience scared her into slowing down. For a while, she stopped the surgeries. She'd finally achieved the body she always dreamed of. Or so she thought. But the peace didn't last. In 2019, after giving birth to her daughter, Culture, her body changed again. Like many new moms, she struggled with the transformation. She got another breast job to fix the post-breastfeeding drop and a round of liposuction to shed the baby weight. But here's the kicker. She didn't rest. Cardi jumped straight back into work, non-stop performances, endless appearances, and her body revolted. Her feet were so swollen from the lipo, she had to post a picture online to prove how bad it got. It was not a good look. Fans were horrified. Even her doctors had to step in and beg her to stop, to rest, to heal. And for once, she listened. She even tweeted, "I've been working out for the past 2 weeks because I ain't getting surgery again." For a moment, it looked like she was finally turning a new leaf. She tried non-surgical options for her nose, like fillers, but those didn't work either. They made things worse. So back under the knife she went, this time for a full rhinoplasty. And of course, after giving birth to her son, Wave, in 2021, she started talking about a tummy tuck. She said the skin around her stomach was loose and workouts weren't fixing it. But it wasn't just her stomach fans were watching, it was her butt. Cardi's booty started looking different, bigger, rounder, but in a natural way. Her waist? Tiny. Her thighs? Still slim. Her proportions started looking off, exaggerated, like a cartoon. That's when fans started whispering again. Did she get more shots? Why does it look so weird now? Internet detectives came out in full force, accusing her of secretly getting new work done while pretending otherwise. But Cardi, as always, wasn't about to let the speculation fly without clapping back. She jumped on Instagram Live and denied getting new shots. But then, she also admitted that her butt did look a little weird. She didn't act like she couldn't see it. She kept it real. Again.
After I gave birth to my son, my was huge. And the reason why my was so huge, because I almost gained 20. And you already know my already have some shots. August, I did surgery because a lot of people thought that as soon as I gave birth, I got my body done. No, I didn't. In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bowel perimeters. But of course, right, they took it out of me, but they still had to shake my butt because they took a lot of shots out. So my butt is a little fluffy now.
But the damage was done. The internet started dragging her all over again. She became the punchline for every BBL fail meme out there. And it's obvious now she regrets a lot of those surgeries. She's been telling young women not to follow her path, not to make the same choices she made when she was just trying to feel pretty. And that's heartbreaking.
I'm gonna say is, right, that if you young, if you 19, if you 20, if you 21, and sometimes you too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't got enough fat to put on my ass and everything, so you resort to shots, don't do it. Like, I am super against shots.
Because here's the gag. It seems like Cardi has known for a while that her BBL was no longer giving what it was supposed to give. She's allegedly been trying to fix it. But once you go down that road, there's no easy way back. And somewhere along the line, things started to go left. Allegedly, the BBL didn't just look bad, it started to smell. And that's what allegedly made Stefon throw in the towel. Now, let's be real. Stefon Diggs, he's not exactly a saint. He's basically Offset T, the known player. He's been caught cheating, he can't seem to settle down. Even Young Miami dumped him after a few flings, calling him out on social media and tweeting, "I can't fall in love with no young rich ninja outside and single." So honestly, it feels like he was going to leave Cardi anyway. The BBL stank excuse might have just been his cowardly way out. But the fact that this story even exists, that it's trending, that people are even entertaining it, that's wild. And now Cardi's left defending herself from fans, her ex, the internet, and even her own past decisions. Stefon, he's back in the arms of his ex, cozy and smug on social media. Cardi, she's clapping back, spiraling, trying to hold on to her pride while people drag her surgical past through the mud. It's messy, it's emotional, it's honestly tragic, but this is the reality of what happens when beauty standards, insecurity, fame, and public pressure collide. Cardi B went from a skinny girl with self-esteem issues to a multi-millionaire rap queen, but she never quite shook the ghost of what she thought she needed to look like. And now it's come full circle, from illegal injections at 20 to swelling feet to haters screaming, "Your BBL stinks" on the internet. This isn't just about plastic surgery anymore. It's about the pain underneath it all. So now we have to ask, did Cardi get dumped because her BBL smelled? Or did she get dumped because men like Stefon Diggs were never going to treat her right to begin with? Whatever the truth is, she's hurting. And it's playing out in front of millions. Cardi always kept it real, even when it was messy, even when it was humiliating. And love her or hate her, you can't say she isn't brave for putting it all out there. But damn, what a sad, stinky ending. Sad, stinky ending.